Hello everyone, and today I'm just going to be sharing my thoughts, sort of reviewing this random item that looks like a purse, but is definitely not a purse. Random thing I bought on eBay ages ago just because I thought it would be funny. I have never used this, other than in the case of just playing around with the lock that comes with it. And you probably shouldn't use it either if you end up buying one of these lock picking type kits. Maybe if you're trying to get into one of your own locks that you own, don't go around buying a lockpick thinking, oh look, I'm going to be a 100 IQ criminal and break into other people's stuff. But yeah, it comes with a bunch of different stuff. So obviously this is the tension wrench. That's not the tension wrench that I prefer using though. I prefer using these little baby tension wrenches over here. And it comes with a practice lock that is ridiculously easy to pick. It's not really even a challenge, especially because you can see the little pins. But it's meant to be like a practice lock to help you learn how to get into basic locks. Obviously, this kit isn't going to help getting in some of the more complicated locks that require more advanced tools. But you could definitely use this kit to break into, super basic, not very secure locks, maybe even more secure locks if you get really good at it. And basically what you do is you just take the tension wrench and you put it in here and you apply torsion to it, and then you use the pick to push the little cylinders up onto the little pins up onto the cylinder, and they sort of sit on the edge, and then you can eventually get them all sitting on the edge, and then it will turn and open. This lock is super easy to pick. You can do it in like 3 seconds if you've got the right setup, just by raking it. You don't even have to pick it properly. And then it comes with a various assortment of random little picking tools that you can use to pop the pins up into their correct place so that the lock will open. It comes with 2 tension wrenches, which is nice. Slightly different sizes on each of them. This one's got a smaller end and this one's more of a thicker end. We have our little picks over here. More picks over here. We've got a sort of Reiki type pick, diamond pick I think you call it, I'm not sure. Then we've got a little boomerang shaped one, another sort of straight one. Then we've got I think this is a rake for raking the lock. So you'd push it in and just sort of jiggle it around and just hope that the pins land properly. Then we've got another rake over here. That's like a little double pin rake. I think you could probably use that as a pick too. It's more of a pick than a rake actually. These are the actual proper rakes. So we have a little jagged spaced rake here and another rake here. These are all our rakes over here. This one's more of a pick. This is sort of like a diamond pick. You can use most picks for raking though anyway as well. We also have this other little weird torsion tension wrench for slightly smaller locks. And then we have these specialized tools for more complicated locks, in which case you have to be raking on both sides. For some reason you might need these, and they sort of compress inside the lock, and then you sort of squeeze them together and then push it in, and then they pop up and they rake both sides of the inside lock. So on this lock, for example, we have pins on just the top side here. But imagine you have pins on this side and on this side, and they're both going in on a more complicated lock. You would sort of jiggle them around and hopefully get in. Anyway, just a quick video of sort of like a diary entry type video of just random items that I own that I probably don't need. Yeah, if you're thinking of buying one for yourself, it is kind of fun. The fun sort of wears off after you learn how to pick this lock. Then it gets sort of boring. You might want to move on to picking actual locks, just for fun maybe. Go to the $2 shop, buy a bunch of locks, see if you can break into them, as like a pastime maybe. But yeah, it's generally decent. The tools aren't too bad. They're not too bad quality. They're not made of absolute muck metal, so they're not probably going to just fly to bits when you use them at all. And it comes with a pretty nice case. I think this one was about $25 or something like that. Not super expensive, but not super cheap either. But it's got a nice case and it comes with a decent assortment of tools. Anyway, thank you for watching and have an excellent day or night. Goodbye.